Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Tannehill on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Zip. Tag. Hey, 20. Let's go. Ready, go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Play. Go. 28. Go. Zip. Hey, 20.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Michael Campanaro. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. These two. Teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle, and it was the Dolphins getting a 4th quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry, and they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. These Dolphins last year, Charles, 6-10 under second-year coach Adam Gase, a regression from their playoff run in 2016. But this once-proud franchise, they haven't won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
Yeah, think about it this way. 2 years under head coach Adam.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tannehill now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Now Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Tannehill. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. It's complete to Parker left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. Play. Go. Zero.
Now it's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Go. Hip. Play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now the Titans getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Smith catches left side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Stephon Anthony coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He dumps it off to Drake, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Benny Logan in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Tag it. Go. Play.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The rookie Minkah Fitzpatrick with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry as the 1st half is winding down. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
Let's go.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. William Hayes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Tannehill's first touchdown pass in over a year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Tannehill, and incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He may try it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On second down, Mariota again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Grant. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
50-50.
Tannehill on first down. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
After the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Off play action, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. They called out a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Set. Lady. 50.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Brashad Perriman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Out come the Titans now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Throwing is Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Now Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the wind at his back here in the 4th quarter. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Oh, no, lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Waiting.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. It's Perriman. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Right there.
A pitch out to Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Wake in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go! Hey, 20. Tiger.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle that time by William Hayes. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with the ground. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mariota rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, 20.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with Henry. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mariota here to throw. And Davis with it left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Let's go.
Mariota. Over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go. One.
Now Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo.